Hello. We are live this morning, and man, has it been an epic 24 hours. So very excited to have this beautiful woman, Sheree, who is a faith-led woman like myself, coming and doing an interview. So let's get her on. Super, super excited. Yes, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Hello. Yes, hello.
Hey,
Hi,
hey,
lady.
Emily.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. So lovely to have you. So I might just put it over to you. Tell us, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us what life was like before the business, and yeah, where you reside, who you are.
Yeah, thank you. So I have to say, just straight up, I'm completely unprepared for this. So whatever questions you throw at me are probably just going to hit me right on the spot. But I am a farmer's wife and mother of three children who are now 16, 14, and 10. So
Super mum.
in that mid zone of the spectrum. And yeah, I think my desire right from like just early marriage was wanting to be a stay-at-home mum and going on that journey of looking for that source of income that could support that and be able to just be present with them and be available and be able to go to the things with them and create experiences and memories with them and adventures and really just like turn the ordinary life into an extraordinary life with what we have, and that allowed me permission to dream, I think, to begin like really seeing a bigger picture, really seeing what's possible, not being limited by our limiting beliefs and our
Yeah. So my just coming back to a little bit, like, what was your life like before you started this business? Into kind of like what led you to um yeah, finding this as such, like, absolute, if that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I was on this journey like looking for this source of income, and health was a really big thing for me. So I actually was experiencing, I'd been through an eating disorder from
Oh my gosh.
15 to into my 30s. Um,
Wow.
so really grasped the concept of having to look after myself. Like it was a do or die. I really started to value that. And I had a really good girlfriend that suggested the products that we have as a business opportunity. And
Yes.
I knew that we wanted the water. I knew that we were doing all the right things and, fueling our bodies with the right foods, but not really understanding the concept of different waters and how that affects your body. So I bought into the products and I was still very hesitant for any business side of it just because of my lack of belief in myself.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's like, and your business will only grow as much as your belief does. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. So then it's just been that journey of personal growth and really diving into who I believe I am, my true identity, like what lights me up, passions,
Oh,
pursuits.
I love that. Yeah. And tell us, how long have you been in the business, and how long have you been having these amazing products in your life?
I keep getting it mixed up. I think it was 2022. Sometimes I
Yeah.
was 23, but I'm pretty sure it was 2022. Um, yeah. So what are we now? Like that's almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in
Amazing.
products, and
Yeah. Wow, wow. So, you kind of spoke into like your, real line in the sand turning point, but I just wanted to maybe ask you to speak into a bit more. What was that real like moment where you were like, that's it, this is like, I've just got to do it? As a mom, with going through all the things that you spoke into.
the experience of knowing both, like being in the workforce, being away
Yeah.
from my children, having that ache of like, this is not how I want to do things. And for a period there, we were an hour town. So I was taking the three kids to town, driving an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon, like that 10 hours a week of driving. I
Wow.
was working those school hours as well. So
Yeah.
really stretched and exhausted and depleted in everything, like all of my resources. And just seeing that contrast of like what I know feels aligned and what I know feels out of alignment and into burnout was, yeah, was like like you just have to keep pursuing, like you just have to keep and get out of your own way, I think is my biggest thing. It's
Yes.
not thinking that, like not expecting that you have to know what you're doing before you begin or take the action or before you stretch out and get
This
in.
is fire. Like this conversation and all the value you're dropping, it's so true. You just got to get out of your comfort zone. You've just got to do the things that, you're wanting and do it before you're ready because you're never going to be ready. I mean, it's like when we had babies. I was never ready. I was never ready, but we just did it and we figured it out, right? I was never ready to start my degree. I was never ready to go and teach. I was never, yeah. So, amen, sister. Like, I love what you're saying. That's fire. So, anyone listening, that's fire. Like, listen
Yeah.
up. Let's talk into like the changes and the impact. What are some most of the most significant? We've got our little talking bee here. Um, yeah. What is like some of the most significant changes and impacts so far that you've seen in your journey with the products, in the journey with your online, having a business?
Yeah, we take the water everywhere. Like I am an extreme water snob. Not yeah, not wanting anything else.
Hold
Our
on, I want to say, if you guys decide, if anyone's listening, you hang out with us, you do become a water snob. It becomes in your resume and your title. So just like
yeah,
heads up.
there's water bottles everywhere.
Yeah.
Our are like pretty bad as a baby, and always really dry skin in the winter, and was like sort of suffering through those seasons with that. We don't see that anymore. And my husband as well, his hands were like a crisis, and he will notice even when we need to change the filter, like his hands will start to react as to like not working. Um, the the business growth, like just the opportunities, the connections, the open doors, uh, it, experiences. I was brave enough to write my book. Like I actually wrote a story about my eating disorder. I never would have done
So
that
powerful.
if I just kind of stayed in my small little comfort zone and not actually leaned in to see, to feel and go where these women are going. Like there's no competition, it's collaboration, it's support, it's empowering one another to be your best version of yourself,
Yes.
and it's
Oh,
all benefit, like our family.
absolutely. Everyone just wants to see you win. Hey, like it's just, oh, yeah, I love this community. I've met some of my best friends in this community that are just so aligned women that are like, yeah, just my absolute, people that like I can see, doing life with for life. Like, absolutely. Looking forward, like, what are you most excited about, when it comes to using the product, when it comes to your online business and, yeah, just your future?
I think I look at it as an investment. Like I think of, and I love finance. Like I'm a bookkeeper in my background, so doing the numbers and seeing that like wealth grow, I think compounding effects. So whatever we can do today, and especially our health, because that is our main asset. Once it's depleted or deteriorating, like there's like a recovery process that needs to happen. So whatever we're investing in our health, that is compounding. So our children's future, we've laid those foundations. Low tox in the home. We don't use any cleaning chemicals because we just change the settings of the water.
Yeah, and save so much time and energy and money, and like then you notice the difference. Like I went to, like use a product in my job, and I noticed the difference. I was like, whoa, this is so toxic, and whoa, it like hit me like I was, I don't know, just it was very like, whoa.
Yeah, yeah. You become sensitive to it. And I think while ever we're around all of that kind of thing, we become desensitized.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
nothing for people to be spraying, those like fake fragrances, and it doesn't affect them. But I can pick it up straight away and we'll get a headache because it's so toxic. Like I feel
Yeah, it's crazy. And I recently had an experience where I got a bit of toxic mold poisoning from going and cleaning a house with a friend. And yeah, I ended up so ill. And I noticed like the difference of just like being in an environment that, yeah, was using all these chemicals, like I said, going, I was like, whoa. And it just goes to show like how when you're using these products, like your body, it like optimizes your function of your body to do what it can do is heal itself and detoxify and reduce all that inflammation. I was like, yeah, it was a bit it was an experience, but yeah, just went to show me how these products have really just changed the game on my health, personally. um Anyways, this is my last question, and it's very, very exciting. Yes, darling, you've got something. Okay, with you. Is, if you could offer a piece of advice to your past self or to someone that's sitting on the fence about wanting to learn about this water, wanting to learn about this business opportunity, like what would you say to your past self or to that person sitting on the fence?
That is a good one. I have a lot to say to my
Yeah. Unfold. The stage is yours.
uh challenge your beliefs, I think is the biggest one. Like what your results are now are an effect of what you've believed.
Absolutely. Your mind is a reality of your mind is literally a reflection of your reality.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that. And also like what you don't know, you don't know. Like that is, I love what you said. Like that is fire, because as a teacher, like just coming from the basic things or a basic human, take yourself out of this situation of wanting to learn about the business and the products. Like what you don't know in life, you don't know. But if you open your mind to wanting to learn knowledge and learn skills and learn what's possible for you, you open the gateway to so many opportunities. Billy Rose has a lot to say this morning.
She agrees. She's like on so true. Yeah. I think, yeah, like challenge your beliefs and really like just be curious, because yeah, what you don't know, you don't know. And one of the biggest things for me is to like, I kept hitting myself, beating myself down for not having the success that I wanted or not reaching, where I wanted to be. And instead of going in and changing those, the subconscious wiring and that internal dialogue, I would just be defeated by the actions that I was taking on or not finding that success. But learning that you can, wherever you see evidence of it in other people, you just get to mimic what they're doing and how they're doing it. And that's what this business does. Offers you a pathway and a structure to follow, and you're not alone. Like that's been huge.
Absolutely. Like that's what I love as well. Like you, so much fire, Sheree, because yeah, we don't actually have to do this alone. We don't actually have to, try and figure it out. We get to be, this is a collaborative space. It's about rising together. It's about supporting each other. It's about absolutely celebrating every step of the way. Like, yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything else you want to share before you wrap it up?
One thing that you're just showing an example of now, still have as a mother, if we were to write down the qualities that we express as mothers in leadership, in nurturing, in all of the things that we do, like we're cleaners, we're negotiators, we're all the things. If we were to transfer that to a business like this, we are unstoppable. Like, and
Absolutely.
say you don't know what you're doing when you become a mum. You don't really know. Like, I don't know how to parent a 16-year-old. First time I've done it, like it's constantly like you're constantly in the first times, but it's just being in that trust, knowing that you'll work it out.
Yes. Yes. And you know what? You've got all the space and support to figure it out too. Like you don't also have to try to, you get to ask questions, you get to ask for support. Like, oh my gosh, yes, that is fire. And I love that, like I've never experienced, and I don't know about you, but, as much as I love teaching and I love being able to support children in the classroom, the in work environment had like does not compare to this community. I have never felt so supported. I have never felt so celebrated. I've never felt so in a place that I actually belong in, and people want to learn from me and want support from me, rather. Like, you know, I've in a lot of environments in teaching, I have felt unwanted. I felt you know, not appreciated. I felt, you know, used and abused in some ways, you know. And so yeah, like for a lot of women that feel that in their workplace, like it doesn't actually have to be your normal as well. And that's something I really learned, you know, along the way of the career wise, when you put it to just the things that we do with motherhood, you know, like you say, you just figure it out and we don't know what we're doing, and we're still first time parents no matter how old they get. Like, yeah. So, you know, we're still first time business owners. We're still first time, you know, entrepreneurs. Like, I have been in the game for 2 years. You've been in the game for 4 years, and I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I love that. All right. Well, if you're wanting to learn about the products, you're wanting to learn about the business, reach out to Sheree or myself, you know, and if you're just wanting to connect and, you know, spend some time with a woman that, you know, leads with God at the center of her life, or wants to just have a friend and make a friend, like, reach out to us, because we're always open for a conversation. We actually had a prayer for this beautiful life. So, you know, like, that's the type of community and friendships that, and the standard that we you know, keep, and come join us. Come join the party. But yeah, would love to connect with you guys.
Thank you, Tash. I
Bye.
love it.
Thanks so much for being on here.
You're
Lots of
right.
love. Bye.
Yeah.